Hola mi gente, and welcome to another episode of Sazon Sessions with Panda. And I have a wonderful, amazing guest today that I've known since I was like 12, 13 years old. We are like longtime friends. And it is an honor. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hey guys, I am Marisol, also known as Madi, and I am founder of Barbie's Custom Corner. And you can also find me at I am Barbie One. Um, so I'm excited to be on here. I'm honored to be on here, and I can't wait to get to the nitty gritty and stuff.
Yes. I've been wanting you on forever.
I know. I feel like my life just been all over the place. And I try to take a second, and when I try to take that second, it's like something else comes
Something
along.
happens. Always happens.
Yeah, all the time.
Because we try to record. Those who are watching or listening, this is Tuesday, June 1st.
Yes.
So you guys will probably hear this tomorrow, which is Wednesday. But either way, we were supposed to record Monday. Then we were supposed to record the week after that. Then the week after that. So, life gets in the way sometimes.
And guess what? It's June 1st. Great way to start the month.
But guess what? It's like 14 more days till I turn 30. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Yes. That I feel like when that 30 hits, I don't know, I think I had conversations with like 3 people for the past week just turning 30, and the energy is shifting.
Yes.
Like, I can't.
So I understand 1000%. Because I was just like, I don't know what's going on. And I was talking to my best friend, and she's like, oh, I know what it is. Because she's going to be 33. And I was like, what is it? She's like, it's the 30 blues. And I was like, what? She was like, where you feel like you need to get everything. Like, everything has to be set in stone and prioritize everything because you're like 30. Yeah. And I was just like, oh, I don't like this. Like, I don't like this at all. So, and then my dad was like, me and my dad were on FaceTime yesterday. Because my dad's birthday is this Sunday, sorry.
Okay.
And he's turning 48. So I was just like, oh my God, like you're turning 48, but you don't look your age. So you look good. That's that Puerto Rican genes and all that stuff. And he was like, yeah, like I was talking to my coworkers that I got a 30-year-old daughter. I was like, thanks, Dad. Thanks very much.
Right. Like, I know, I'm getting old. I know.
Yeah, but it's a kind of like a pride thing, and he's proud because like I mean, you were talking off camera about like me going to school and the career that I have now. And so for my mother, like the female line in my mom's family, every first female had a kid early. My mom had me at 15. My grandma had her at 13. I'm the first one that like cut that tie. I'm 30 with no kids.
And that's me. Like, because again, we was talking about this like probably like last week. Everybody from junior high school and stuff, like everybody has kids or multiple kids, and we're like, not the fact that we don't want kids, but it's not our turn right now.
Listen, I was gonna say college, in junior high. I don't know if you saw my text last night, but I was like, we need the LCC get together. So LCC was our clique. We were the 3 Musketeers. We were La Chica Calientes.
Yes, nobody can tell us nothing. We was walking down the halls like, listen. Oh my God.
Everybody knew who we were.
Yes.
From the dean to the security guards. Everybody in our school was, 4 school in one? Yeah. And everybody knew who the hell we were.
And then we didn't have, I loved the fact, I always tell people, because we didn't have regular gym, we'll have pool. So like, it was so exciting. Like, oh my God. It was
Listen, I think one of my favorite memories, and it's hilarious, was that we didn't even plan. And all of us were absent at the same time.
Yeah.
And we got called into the office.
All at the same time.
We got called into the office because they thought that we cut school. And I was just like, I had a doctor's appointment.
And that's how we never cut. That's the thing.
No.
We never cut school at that time.
Listen, all the teenagers like that are growing up now, all the preteens, they talking about sex, they talking about cutting, all this other stuff, having babies. We were just like, yo, that boy is cute.
That's it.
And, we couldn't hang out because our moms would kick our ass. And
so we had to do that in the hallway in our period of time, like 2 minutes before we go to the next class?
Yeah.
That's all we had.
And like, you know, especially for me at that time, I lived like 5 blocks away. So I was just like, hell no. Like my mom catches me outside, like I'm gonna get my ass beat.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and I
Especially
had
someone
a
that's
few
close.
boyfriends, and I was just like, this is inside school shit. We don't do nothing outside.
Right. So if I see you local, walk past me, don't say
You
nothing
don't
to
know
me.
me.
Good old
Oh my
days.
god. But obviously you can tell like we, you know, I think for like a little bit we had stopped talking because of course like, you know, life happens. And then ironic enough, Mari ended up going to a high school near me.
Yes.
Because I think I was walking one day and we bumped into each other. I was like, what the fuck you doing here?
Yes. That's when I was in Washington Urban. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God. Mm-hmm.
And then you stood for a little bit, and I think after that, did you move to PA after that?
I actually no, I stood there for a little while. I
Mm-hmm.
moved to PA around I think when I was like 21. I was
Okay.
21. Yeah. So I was like it was like way after. But I wasn't living with my mom anymore.
Yeah.
So after a certain age, it was just like little rocky. So we were just like everywhere. And then I was like living with family members. So I kind of had to like push myself.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like we went back together. We got an apartment and everything. And it was only me and her.
Mm-hmm.
So it was still I had to like choose certain things or just like focus on work. So
Was this your first girlfriend?
what my first
The one
relationship.
that
I was actually with
that you when you moved.
yeah.
Okay.
So when I after I lived with my mom, I started to live with my ex, and then
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
life happens.
It sure does.
Yes, it does.
But today we're gonna be talking about something very important. And I think a lot of people need to deeply go into that topic because honestly, I think growing up, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
And even like being an adult, like you hear about like loving yourself and all that stuff, but it's just like, okay, what the hell does that mean? Like, obviously, I can love someone, so I should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But when I think you hit a certain time when you realize you can love someone, but if you can't love yourself, it's just like. So we're gonna be talking about self love.
Yes.
And of course, I did this with Janelle on Sazon Talk, but
Mm-hmm.
it's different
Yeah.
because you in that process.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, you know, and I like I told you off camera, I was in the process and then I kind of forgot all about me. So I was just like, I need to restart this all over again.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, who better than to do this with Mari?
Yes. 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 And I was
So
like,
I'm so
girl,
excited.
what? I was excited. I'm like, oh my God, me? You know me. So I was definitely like overwhelmed in excitement. And I'm like, this is perfect because I have like so much to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, like we tend to do that all over again. And it's okay to start all over. So don't bash yourself because you have to start this journey all over again.
Yeah.
Because then we tend to overthink things. So it's like, it's okay. It's just this time around, we have to do things accordingly, set boundaries, do things differently. And it's all right because it's going to be okay. Like while we're dwelling on what cannot be, you know?
Yeah. And let me tell you, this overthinking shit is a bitch.
When I tell you, I don't, and the thing is, this is what we talk about when I bring it up on my Instagram and I'm talking about my devotionals in the morning. It's with Clubhouse, and I was introduced to that, and I feel like once I jumped on that, my life just changed. And you know, putting God first and really allowing Him to work in my favor, because again, we overthink things. We want to take control. Why we need to take control? Like, can we just like sit back and let Him stir the wheel for a little bit? Because we can't. Oh, we're not always right. Like we're not, and none of us are perfect. Like it's okay. It's just how can we utilize our knowledge and our experience to grow and stop thinking what if what we could have did, what we should have did, why we're thinking all of that. So I'm just trying, like right now my mind is just about moving forward.
Right. And you know what's so crazy that I think my therapist said this to me, but she was kind of, because I was telling her, you know, I'm turning 30, you know, I'm divorced, I have no kids. And she goes, sometimes our families push us
Mm-hmm.
that when it comes to a certain age, it's like, okay, why don't you have a kid now? Aren't you married?
Yeah.
Why don't you have a house now? Why don't you have a stable job? And all of that comes in your head, and you're like, oh my God, like you just start to feel so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it, and I was just like, you know what? That's so true. Because I got married when I was 25, I believe. And my family was basically the one that was saying, like, like,
Yeah.
this is what you should be doing because it just seems right.
Right.
He's a man of God and all this other stuff. And what more can you ask for? And I'm just
Yeah.
like,
And
I
how long you was
guess.
engaged in that relationship?
Say that again.
How long you was engaged in that relationship?
We were engaged for, I believe, 2 years.
Okay.
And then, and like, I don't know where I said this at. I'm not sure if I said this in some talk, or maybe I said this to my therapist. But I should have realized the red flags when he kept postponing dates.
Okay.
Because we postponed our wedding 3 times.
Oh damn. Yeah.
And after like that one, I was just like, I ain't doing it anymore. Like, if you postpone it one more time, like, I'm done for real, for real.
Yeah.
And then after that is like everything went into place. But I didn't, because I was young and my family was just like, it just makes sense. And, if you guys need help, like, they were all for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so never was I thinking about myself. Never was I thinking about my self-love. I was just like, you know what, let me just make my family happy.
Right.
And let me just do what they want me to do.
Yeah.
And then, now as I'm growing up, I was like, like, one thing I learned from somebody that I dated, he was like, never take life as a regret. Take it as a lesson.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's a lesson that I learned. And then pretty much now that I'm like older.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's okay that I'm not married yet. It's okay that I'm not a mom yet. I'm not going to say that those are not things that I don't want, because it's something that I do want.
Yeah.
But it's okay to not plan my life. Because that's something that I was always doing. I was like, I need. And my friends would tell you, like, they would always say, like, Amanda's always, she wants that kid. And she's hitting a certain point where she's like, I need to have a kid before I hit this age type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I'm just saying because, I don't want to be in the high risk factor.
Mm-hmm.
Just be saying, but like now I've started to be more open and I'm just like, I have to be patient. Be patient. And of course, working on myself is better off like that. And I felt like at one point in my life, the reason why I was so eager to have a kid was because I just wanted somebody to love me. And
God.
And
you hit the core, Amanda. You hit the core. Why?
I think when I first started therapy, that's what it was. Like she was telling you never received love.
Yeah.
And you just want somebody to have unconditional love for you. You want that bond. And I was just like, holy shit. And I was just mind blown. And I was just like, oh my God, like I never realized it like that.
It's
and
crazy.
it's just,
I just discovered that. Like, again, like I'm about to be 30 in August and I have no kids. Yes, of course. Like I love kids. Like, come on, I have 8 nieces and nephews. Like I love kids. And I haven't been around kids that much. I haven't been around my nieces and nephews a lot. So it heartbreaks me. Like, so probably about, oh my God, it's just funny how you mentioned this. I swear to God. And you're going through therapy. And I feel like I want to definitely go through therapy to figure out more things. Yes. And it's crazy how all the things I'm learning about myself without even doing those things, So I was talking to my cousin about that. And I kind of got emotional. I was in my bag. The month of May is definitely everybody's going to be in emotions and stuff. We have to like let certain things go. So I just like had a day to myself and I was like I was confused and like why I feel like this. But I came to realization the fact of, like you just said, like that was my answer when she had asked me, because I do plan to do certain things in the future. And I just want that. Like, I want that. Like your child like when you're a mother, that kid loves you more than anything in this motherfucking world.
Nobody else exists.
You could
Just
do
your
so
child.
much bad things, and that little human is gonna love you so much. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
he's
damn, I
like, my
want
mom is
that.
the best.
Yes, regardless.
Yes.
I want that. You know, I
Mhm.
mean, my dog loves me, but I want
Yeah.
that. You know, I want that. I would love to experience it. And a lot of people take that for granted. I'm like, I look at you guys and I'm like, come on, you have a whole kid. You're just so, oh my God. Like, that's a bundle of joy. Like,
Yes.
you just be grateful. And I'm like, I want that. But I know that one day is going to be our time. And it's okay that it's not now. And honestly, maybe it's not the right time right now. We're going
Right.
through a lot of things. So if we not learning these things and we're sitting here jumping to have a kid and we can't even teach our kid this, I'm happy that we're learning this because we have so much to teach now. We have so much things that we never was taught. And not the fact that, you know, my mom did amazing with me, but there's certain things that I, you know, question now and I can't blame her. So I
Right.
try to sit here and move forward and see how I can utilize that and grow and be the better person for me and, you know, my future bundle of joy and, you know, my future family because we can't
Of
give up
course.
our love too.
Yeah. That's something that like, and it's so crazy like what you were saying about like your mom and stuff like that. Because I've always prayed that when I have a kid, I'm gonna be different. I'm not gonna raise my kid the same way I was raised.
Yeah.
And my child is gonna know what love is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying like that I don't like my mom doesn't love me or my dad didn't love me. No, there's just sometimes like our families go through stuff that they don't know how to change that cycle.
Yeah.
So they continue it and they bring it to their kids. But, you know, I saw it
Yeah.
and just the circle of my family. And I was just like, I don't not want to be like that.
Yeah.
I am putting myself that I'm going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I spoke about this with my aunt and she was saying, you know, that's how I am. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to be the same. I didn't want to raise my kids the same way I was raised. And I wanted them to know unconditional love. And I was like, especially for me, that I'm starting my new path and I'm trying to have all this positivity and not have negative people around me. And I was like, that's exactly what I don't want around my kid.
Yeah.
My kid is not going to be around any negative energy because that negative energy goes on with your child
It does.
and it carries on. And it's just like, and that's something I do not want them to see.
Yeah.
So, but this, let me tell you.
And we can't put blame on that's why I try to do, just try to move forward but not putting blame, because that's how we move forward with happiness, true happiness.
Yes.
We can't sit here and I forgot, I think it was on one of the girl talks that I was talking about, or we was like one of the Zoom calls, but we was just like, even if it's like our mom or dad or aunt that really really did stuff to us, it's like we still have to forgive, like, for us to
Yes.
move forward, because we can't blame them. They probably wasn't taught certain things. So it's like, you know, how can we blame them?
Yeah.
We're taught certain things. We're in 2021. We're going to be, it's so much new things now that, listen, we can teach them. So that's what right now I'm just trying to, you know, teach my mom as I go. Like, I'm not going to blame her for anything. I'm going to just teach her as I go, and we can try to just do this together. And then there's certain people in my life, like, if you're not here now, if you haven't been here, you're not going to be here anymore. Like, you're not going to be here. Like, why are you here? If you wasn't here through my lowest, you're not going to be here through my highest at all. Like, and that's
Yeah.
not
And
how
it's so crazy because sometimes I get frustrated and I'm just like, you're so grown. Like, why do I have to be the parent sometimes? And, you know, like, my stepmom is always like, when she's going through a hard time with like my sisters, she's always talking to me. And sometimes I look at it and I'm just like, yo, she's the grown up. Like, she's the parent. Like, why are you coming to me? But you know what it is? She knows that I understand children. And she knows that I've been through so much that I can give any type of advice. And whatever advice I've given her for my sisters, it's worked. And I'm just like, you know, at this point, I should just be a parent therapist or something.
And that's
You know?
good. That's good because, you know, a lot of people don't ask for help.
Yes.
So it's okay. It doesn't matter if they're younger than you, older than you. It don't matter. If you can ask for help, if somebody else can probably know some things that you don't know, and it's okay. Like,
yeah. Because I remember one time somebody had told me Like, what do you know? Like, you don't even have a kid. And I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
listen, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
My mama had not just me, but she had 4 other kids.
Mm.
And I've seen stuff. I have friends that have had kids. So I forgot what it was. My somebody I knew was having a C-section.
Okay.
And I was like, listen, I know plenty of friends of mine that have had a C-section. My mom had a C-section. And it's not something like, okay, tomorrow I'm go to the gym and work out and lift up 200 pounds. No, when
Yeah,
you
no.
have a C-section, it takes you time.
It's a process.
And if you do not take care of yourself, you will open that incision and you will get an infection.
Mm-hmm.
And the person was kind of saying, like, you don't know anything, like, I don't have kids, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, fine, no problem. And I left it
Yeah.
alone. Surely enough, the person ended up with an infection and had opened the wound because she was trying to go and like,
Force it, overdo it.
yeah,
Yeah.
force it. And like the whole process, like when you have any type of surgery,
Mm-hmm.
you're not fully healed to at least a year. I had a
Like,
cyst removed from my
yeah.
back, and so they cut it open and everything. And still to this day, like I did it in October of last year, and still to this day, it still itches because it's
Yeah.
still healing.
Yeah.
And so whenever it does, like I'll go like I'll just like kind of rub it or I'll like
Mm-hmm.
pat it. I'm not trying to scratch it because I'm scared. I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to do anything to
And
it.
right to make it worse.
Yeah. So it's just like, no matter what it is, but some people just like they kind of get stubborn because they see us and they're like, you don't even have kids, so why are you giving me some advice or stuff like that?
Mm-hmm. That's just
But
life. I feel like people just gonna do that regardless. Cause girl, that happened to me in my work experience, my 9 to 5, being a young assistant manager, and people was like, okay, well, you only been a manager for this long.
mm-hmm.
But I probably know way more than this person that been here for 30 years. So it's like
Yeah. And
people
you know
just
what,
yeah.
I agree you, because like I told you, I'm about to make 3 months at my job.
Mm-hmm.
And literally when I was just like maybe 2 weeks there, one of the TAs was like, what do you know? Like, I've been here for 5 months and like, how are you telling me what to do? And I was just like, well, because I worked with kids before. Like before here, I did do student teaching. I have a degree in early childhood. You don't. So, so I was telling her certain things and she was like, being a little bit aggressive with the kids,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, I'm just gonna keep my comments to myself. And shortly after that, she was a no show. She ended up
Look at
like,
that.
for whatever reason, she got sick, and then her husband called the job and said like, yeah, she's not coming back.
Look at
And
that.
then she had gotten upset because they did an evaluation on her and they said that she was too rough with the kids. And then so when she left, like the other TA that I was working with, she was saying like, it's because she is. And I've seen it. I was there for 2 weeks and I seen how she was with the kids. And they were just saying like, how supposed to she had like background of kids and stuff like that. I was like, not the way she was treating the kids.
Mm.
But you know what? Like, that's why like I told you earlier, like my aunt was saying, you can tell when people have passions to work with
Mm-hmm.
kids and when they want to be a teacher.
Yeah.
And one thing that I'm always big on
Mm-hmm.
is how the energy that kids give.
Mm-hmm.
And when kids are like super quiet, you should always,
Try to
like
learn
I,
that.
like I was the quiet kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to show any emotions because of the drama that I was going through in my household. And you never know. Like, even when this pandemic happened, I was so scared
Yeah.
for kids.
Yeah.
Because there's kids that have abusive parents. There's kids that,
Yeah.
they're drug addicts. Or some of them are just, like, in a shelter.
Just yeah. And just not, stable enough to sit here and even do these online, especially the virtual like schools and stuff like that. Like
Yeah. And so it's just, like, and a lot of that, like, when they grow up, if they don't take therapy,
mm-hmm.
their life is going to be crazy.
I feel like every single body on this planet needs to take therapy. It's
Yeah.
there for a reason. And people take it the wrong way as far as like, okay, what is this person that don't know about me is gonna do? No, that person is not there. They're professionals that will utilize your thoughts so you can realize what it's crazy because how they just the questions that they ask and then people are like, okay, why are they asking the same question? You know why? Because they're trying to get to the nitty gritty so you can get down to the nitty gritty
Yeah.
and realize.
Because one of the things that I learned was because sometimes you go through things in your life and you start to think that you're crazy.
Okay.
And there was just so many times that I would tell anybody that I was dating, I'm like, I'm gonna let you know, like, I'm crazy. And they
Just a
would
little
look at
bit.
me like, what do you mean?
Right.
I was just like, and they're just like, I mean, that's just issues. And I was just like, yeah, but sometimes I feel, because the thing is, like, when you're so drained and you go through mental illness like the way I do, you feel like you're literally insane.
Yeah.
And so when I started taking the therapy, I started to learn, like, because of the trauma that I've been through is the reason why I am the way I am today. And because I want to be a better person,
Yeah.
I decided to take therapy.
Yeah.
Because I was like, how am I going to show my kids love, or how am I going to show my students love if I can't even fight for myself? And so, it's anybody that wants to take therapy, I'm always like, do it.
Yeah.
Because it is the best thing that's ever happened to me. It doesn't mean that I need to be in a psych ward. It doesn't mean that I need to be on. Because me, like, my therapist is working for me not to take meds.
Okay. Yeah, it's not. It's all in our brain. It's all in our minds.
So, but when you start to work on yourself, you'll feel better. And the moment that I was starting to do that, I felt a lot better. When I disconnected all those those negative energy ties, I felt myself getting better. I was motivated more. My depression wasn't around as much, and I was just like, oh my God, like, this is different.
Yeah.
The whole process is just like, wow.
It's an up and down, and some people take longer than others. Again, how we was talking, I feel like, I don't know, maybe because I feel like I've experienced certain things already. So how I reflect and how I'm trying to act on certain things, I'm like, you know what? I can't sit here and sit on it and dwell on it. I already sat on it. I sat on it. I feel like I sat on it for, even though it's short, but I had to sit on it for 2 months. Like, I have a business. I'm not trying to sit here. I'm about to be 30. I have so much goals I want to accomplish. Yes. I cannot, for myself, and I know my worth. When you know your worth, I swear to God, nothing in this world matters. Like, because anything that comes to you, like right now, I'm meeting so many amazing people, and it's like, with this business, I don't know, from a can of paint, I don't know, from a hole in the wall, from different states and stuff like that, is amazing because they see my energy. I didn't know last year, 2 years from now, I'm very, very shy. You guys probably be like, she's shy. No, but I'm very, very shy.
I get it, because I'm the same way. People be like, you're shy, and I'm all around like, hey guys, full of energy, and I'm just like, listen, let me tell you, never in my life, because I had the passion to do these type of Sazon Sessions for a while, because I'm just like, there's just so many things you can talk about. But you asked me 2 years ago that I was gonna have my own podcast, I would be like, you're crazy. And now that I'm doing it, I'm just like, oh my God. And like, I made a post and I was like, sometimes I feel like maybe I shouldn't be doing it. And people are like, no, you better keep doing it. And I'm exactly. Like, okay.
Once you put that first thing out there, and that's why I always say, like, I put on my Instagram all the time, like, you have to like step in and that leap of faith, because listen, we overthink things. It's the brain, I swear to God, that negative thought overpowers. It can be 20 amazing positive energy, and then that's one little negative thought that's gonna just bash everything. And just like, you have to stay focused, because oh my God, like, I did not know that when I did, like, I started doing like supporting videos, and like certain videos are just like, good morning. That's how it started. I don't know, that's my little thing now. Good morning, good morning, and good afternoon. So when I do that, and I got like amazing feedback, and I'm like, I made somebody else's day. I'm living in my purpose right now. So now, like, dealing with a breakup, and I felt like I held so much in, and I wasn't showing up as me. So no, I have a lot to say. I've experienced a lot. I feel like a lot of people can relate. A lot of people can like grow through what I have to say too, because I'm in this journey. I want people to be, just that uplifting. I feel like when I uplift others, that's me. That
Yeah.
makes me, it fulfills me in every way. And I'm like, wow, like this is my purpose. So I mean, I don't know where it's gonna take me, but I know that I'm gonna continue to talk my shit
Yeah.
on my Instagram
Listen,
and
it's
do
like I
me.
told you, I was like, Mari, so like what happened to the girl group? Because
Yeah. Oh my
I
God.
love the shit out of it. Because I was
Yes.
just like, oh my God, like I've been wanting to have something like this for such a long time. And exactly like what you were what you were building was just like, oh my God, this is something that I've been wanting for, because as women, we have to support each other.
Yes.
Not just
It's very
to be
important.
friends, not just business, but just that emotional and mental, because sometimes we just need that
Yeah.
person. And having what you had like 18, 15 girls on it, and
Yes.
it was just like everybody's like, oh my God, I can relate to that, and I could relate to that, and I was just like, oh my God, like this is freaking amazing.
And I'm gonna jump right back on that, because that's that thing that we was talking about. There are certain things that stop us in our lives, but if we're meant for that, we have to continue to do it. Because I feel like, again, I didn't know I'm gonna have that many girls. I'm like, okay, probably like 2 or 3 gonna show up. Damn, I only want probably 5 because I don't want to be overwhelmed. Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, what? But I let it flow. Honestly, a lot of the times I just let it flow. I winged it. The
Yep.
other times, I think the second one I had a headache, I winged it. I'm like, listen, I don't care. I still want to. There's just so much to say, and I feel like it's very important. Again, like women support women. I stand by that completely. Like it's very, very important. A lot of women always bash each other. Like, why? Why we're hating on the next female? Why we can't just uplift? It's enough for all of us. Why we're sitting here and like, it's just so much hate in the world. And honestly, that can stay over there, because right here it's all positive energy, and you
That's
just gonna
right.
bounce off my bubble because this is positive. You're gonna bounce off because we're not doing that. None of that. Not anybody in my circle. I encourage you guys to never allow that. We're not allowing that trigger. We're removing that trigger, and we're just remaining positive, waking up good, doing what we have to do for ourselves. Because regardless if you're in a relationship, that's okay. It's all right. We're currently not, and we're gonna sit here and we're gonna put our full energy towards ourselves. But if you are in a relationship, it's still very important to find yourself, because you want to be better for that person too. So I'm not saying, like, again, that I'm an angel. I still have flaws. There's stuff that I didn't learn and that I didn't know, that I can be a better person for that person. So now I can just sit here and grow, and now I know what I want. Now I'm setting boundaries. It feels amazing waking up and just like really doing what I do, and doing my Barbie's custom corner. Like I'm excited. I have the pop-up shop going. I have vacation coming. I just want to like live my life right now, just do these things. Like, again, we have so much to talk about. This won't be the it won't be the
Not
first
gonna be the last time
episode.
you see her.
Yeah, it's gonna be the second time, third time I'm gonna be around. And listen, it's just us growing and us just utilizing each other for our, like, we know so much. We're powerful as hell. Why we not using our stuff and putting it out there? So we're gonna put our stuff out there. We're being us for us.
We're gonna give Sazon Session a little taste of LCC. We gotta get Janari up in this.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen. It would be oh my God, that would last probably like 2 hours.
We'll be like, listen, we're dropping twice this week, because we got an extra.
Oh my God, we definitely have to do that. Oh my God,
I think that would be amazing.
A little virtual reunion.
Yes, a little virtual one, and so we can have you. And I was so like, I saw your pop-up shop, because I was gonna tell you, please plug your pop-up shop, but I won't be here, and I was so mad. I was like, damn, I really wanted to go, because when you posted, I was like, crap. But my friend is having her baby shower that day in Jersey,
and it's on Sunday too. And I believe it was Puerto Rican Day Parade, and I know it was kind of.
Wait, what day is it again? The 13th.
It's on the 13th. Yeah.
No, it's not the baby shower. I'm doing my birthday brunch that day. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and it's from 12 to 5.
Yeah.
So it was not something that was like months planned. I kind of, again, that's that overthinking that we do. Yeah. So I just felt like certain things I wasn't ready for, and I had a couple of people in my ear like, no, what, you have all the power, and I start making these like these cute business cards and stuff, and just like marketing, and I'm doing this for me, and I'm just like learning so much new things, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it. Why am I not? I mean, I come back from vacation on the 10th, and then I had to like jump on just like work,
Mm-hmm.
work, 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 work for 3
Yeah,
days.
right
And it's
away.
like, yeah. So look, I got interrupted by a call, but wait. But I'm excited. Listen, it doesn't matter. We're letting stuff go. We have to. It doesn't matter what it is. It's in your closet. That stuff that you're holding on. Let something go, and we're just like moving forward and just like stepping in our faith. And whatever it is that you're overthinking, jump into that. Swear to God, the results is gonna be like, wow.
Listen, you're preaching to my soul right now.
I'm serious. You gotta step into. And I already told you, step into that. Whatever you want to do, girl. Like we overthink it, and
Yeah.
what we about to be 30. Why the hell we still overthinking?
Right.
Why?
So true.
Right. We have no kids right now.
We don't.
So
We used to take
I feel like it's
advantage.
take advantage, girl. We have all this time in our hands. I understand there's a lot of stuff going on with COVID and stuff like that, but we cannot. There's distractions. I don't care what the hell's going on in the world. Regardless, I'm putting myself first. When I wake up in the morning, I'm putting myself first. I wake up in the morning, I'm saying thankful, I'm grateful, blessed. It could be the littlest things because there's so much that we take advantage of. And I swear to God, it makes me feel good. Just being, I'm thankful for my bed. I'm thankful for this water. I'm
Yes.
thankful for brushing my teeth. Like, I don't care what it is. I'm thankful for being on here right now. I'm thankful for the clubhouse that I be on every morning because I swear to God, them devotionals for the past 3 months, I feel like I'm a whole new person. And if you're changing and becoming a whole new person, it doesn't matter. People's gonna be like, it's change. It's called growth. And
Yes.
you might see that it's a little bit differently now, but I'm setting certain things and I'm just not with the shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm growing. We're growing, girl.
And so I'm so proud of you. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I think because I sent you a picture.
Yeah.
And I was looking at that picture and I was just like, wow, like the growth.
The growth.
Because we were like, I was talking to somebody from junior high.
Yeah.
And he was saying, like I was always mean. And then, like one moment I was okay. And then the next day I was punching the guys. And I was just like, well, yeah, because that was me defending me.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize that until I started taking my therapy. Like, this is why you have the strong character. And then, and Mari is, she's smiling all the time and she's laughing. And then Janeri was just like, they didn't know if she was mean or not type of thing. And it was just like Mari was the
I've always been this bubbly person. Like, it's insane. I've always
yeah.
been.
But I was looking at it and I was just like, and I obviously we had contact with Janeri too, and I was texting her yesterday. I was like, we need a reunion. Like, I miss you guys so much. I was like, we text and stuff like that, but it's not the same than being together.
Yeah, but it's just amazing fact that there's people that don't even have contact, and I don't have a lot of friends. Like, I don't have like a physically best friend that people normally have. Like, I don't have. My circle's very, very tiny, like me and like my mom, or like like my cousins, my 3 cousins, like it's very, very tiny. So the fact that you doing your own thing with this podcast, which is amazing, blessed girl. Listen, what you got going on is amazing. Janeri, like with her Herbalife, like, oh my God, I'm trying to get back on that because that's a little thing that we always tend to do and fall off. But I'm gonna get back. It's just you guys, like we still here regardless. We still have that energy, and that's powerful.
And what's crazy that I was talking to somebody about Janeri, and because I know somebody that does Herbalife, and she kind of be like up and down type of thing, or you don't see any type of results,
not consistent.
And and so me personally, like I wouldn't do Herbalife just because
the consistency.
Yeah, I know that I won't be consistent. I can be consistent with the gym, so I know that I'll be wasting my money for nothing.
Yeah.
And so, but I see her and I see how much she's motivated. And you look at her before and afters, and I'm just like, yes, like bless you because you're able to do it. Me personally, won't be able to.
That's hard.
And she's done such a great job. And she's very blunt.
Yeah.
And she'll show like, yes, this is still here, but I'm working on this. And that doesn't stop her.
No.
Because any leftover fat would be
Mhm.
like, this is depressing and I don't want to do this anymore. But
Yeah.
she stays
That
motivated.
dedication when with her two boys is just amazing. Like,
Listen, the fact that they work out with her
oh
and
my God, I love it.
they
It's
be
so
having the
cute.
smoothies and stuff with her, and I was like, I need a kid like that.
Right. Like they a little motivators. Like that's the thing
Mm-hmm.
that I was telling you about, that you know that one's gonna love you unconditionally. Like they, oh
Yeah.
my God. I know they just push her just looking at them. It's like you look at them and it's like, no, I have to push this. I have to push.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we're like, what are we pushing for
Yeah.
ourselves? Yeah, we like for we dragging right
Very.
now. What we doing? We doing it for ourselves.
But yeah, it's like, like I said, like I think I was telling you yesterday, I was like, I have to go to the gym because this is not good. Even my doctor was like, so what's going on? And I was just like, I don't know. But
The
like,
motivation is not kicking in.
it's not. But also like I get like discouraged easily.
Yeah.
And when I was going to the gym before, because I don't know if you remember, but I like lost tons of weight before.
Yeah.
And but the way that I lost weight is because I was depressed. And I dropped, what was it, 55 pounds easily.
Yeah. Oh damn. Yeah.
And then my doctor's like, yeah, we don't want that. We want you to lose weight, but we don't want you to be in that weight.
Yeah.
And so I go to the gym and I'll eat better, and I don't see any results.
Yeah.
And that bums me out. And I'm just like, why am I wasting my time if I'm not losing anything? So it's it's something that bothers me a lot, and something that goes back into the self-love is just like, if you're not comfortable with your body either, you can't be can't be happy.
But
So
ask
that's
yourself
something that
that
I'm
after a
working with.
year. Ask yourself that after a year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we tend to rush our process.
Mm-hmm.
Can't rush whatever like we're doing. Like I was doing the Herbalife to try to gain weight, because not the fact that I feel like I'm just thin. People be like, oh my God, you're so skinny. No, come on. I have some little weight on me. I'm not like these skinny toothpick girls. Like it's not like that, like I'm a medium. Okay, medium. But I just want to gain weight in certain areas, and the shaming when it comes to weight period is just sad, because I used to work in certain areas where it was, I don't know why, but they kind of always like put me in plus size. So at my last jobs, probably like my last 2 jobs, I will always do plus size. And then the plus size women would feel like they can't get advice from me because I'm thin.
Mm-hmm.
And it shouldn't be like that. Like
Right.
we all have flaws. You don't know, your comment is making me feel some type of way. Like, so it's like, it won't be nice if it's like, sometimes it's like, okay, it's okay if, a bigger girl would say something to a thin woman, but if a skinny girl is saying something, it just sounds way, way horrible. And I'm like, we're not perfect. There's certain things that I don't like about myself. Like I took some time to love my height. I'm thin. What do you want me to do? Like I'm thin. Like
It's so crazy.
I eat a lot.
Because I was, I'm always seeing your stories and stuff like that, and I was just like, Mari's going through this hair phase.
Girl, yo, you see that? And again, I'm showing up as me. So I mean, I've been straight. I always straighten my hair. That's for years. I mean, anybody knows I straighten. It doesn't matter what color I'm doing. I'm straightening my hair because I was just not so comfortable with my curls. And I guess nobody really made me feel as like, oh my God, the curls could look nice. When I'm telling you, everybody's telling me right now, oh my God, your curls. I'm like, shit, I didn't notice. I didn't notice my beauty underneath the straightness. Yeah. And I'm like, no, I need to embrace it. So now I'm trying to like, trying to get it back together. So you're going to give me my bad days with my hair like that. And I still want to talk my shit real fast. And I'm like, I go look back at the videos and I'm like, they
listen.
Yeah.
I did a session with Janelle.
Yeah.
I don't remember what we were talking about, but I was talking about, I was like, shit, girl, like in the beginning when we were recording, I would always curl my hair, or I had my hair straight. Now I just don't give two shits. I throw a messy bun and I'm just like, hey guys,
ready to go.
Here you go. You're getting this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the raw me. And then but yeah, like I remember the moment I started dyeing my hair,
Yeah.
Like every time I hit a season, it was time for a new color. And then, I'm hitting a new milestone. So I'm just like, I'm going to do something different for my hair. I'm not
Yeah.
saying what it is. I'm just going to randomly post a picture and be like, hello.
Right.
And so,
Yes, pop up.
yep. So I'm just like, like it's time. Like my roots are like way past.
Excuse me. I'm going on a trip in 2 days. So I have to die this.
Listen, that's how I
And
was saying that you were
my
going
nail
through
broke
something.
the other day.
Oh no.
I feel like right
Listen,
before I'm about to go.
these nail broke things because
Girl.
I grow my own nails.
Mm-hmm.
And I always do the gel.
Yeah.
And so I went to the nail salon yesterday and I was just like, I'm just upset. And she's like, ¿Qué pasó? And I was just like, 3 broke. So we got to fix this. So I cut them all down short because all of these other ones were long. And so, and I was just like, do I do regular? Do I do gel? And I was like, you know what, let's do regular because I'm going to have to do my nails next week for my birthday stuff. So I was like, let's do, and I was like, by the time I come, because my nails grow really quick.
Yeah.
And so I was like, by the time I come back, I can do the design that I want to do. And then
on your nails.
she was like, okay. So, yeah. But yeah, when you were talking about us women supporting each other,
mm-hmm.
and now that we just was talking about like our weight.
Yeah.
Something, not recently, but something that happened to me last year. And let me tell you, when I tell you this guy had me fucked up, it had me all fucked up. But there was this girl that me and her used to be friends. We're no longer friends.
Yeah.
And something happened on the social media, and her friend decided to talk shit about me and 2 other people that I worked with.
Yeah.
And she basically had, like the girl was basically talking about us 2 fat fucks. And let me tell you, for a girl to say that about another female,
mm-hmm.
that went under my skin. And I was like, you know what? Like, she's so lucky that she blocked me because I was ready to pop the fuck off. Mm-hmm. And I've said this before where I know somebody, like, I'm not friends with him, but I know somebody that he likes to talk big girls as fat bitches. Yeah. And I'm just like, and it gets under my skin. And I'm just like, listen, I don't know who fucked your life up.
Yeah.
But you're not going to refer to me as a fat bitch.
Right.
Because even if you're talking about anybody else, I'm a big girl and I'm going to feel offensive.
Yeah.
So, and that's something that us women, that's why we deal with a lot. Because
mm-hmm.
guys say a lot of shit and family members say a lot of shit and they don't realize the damage that it causes us. Yeah. Yes, they'll go and they say like, oh, this girl had me fucked up, because I'm not going to say us women are angels because we're not.
Yeah.
But when, guys are easily to call a bitch, a hoe, a thot, a this, a that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, for them, it's just like I used to tell my uncles that they're a hoe. And they were like, you're not a hoe. I'm like, you a hoe. Like, you be with one girl, you a hoe.
Yeah.
You're just a man.
It's not only for females.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so, and then, again, I did this episode with Janelle where we were talking about, like, if a guy goes and fucks a whole bunch of other girls, he's not a hoe. But if a girl does it, oh, this, that, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, bro. Because I remember before, like, if you suck dick, it was just like, forget it. And now it's just like,
okay, you suck dick.
Yeah. It's just like,
right, I suck dick. I'm like, what? Girl,
right. People didn't want to share waters with each other anymore.
Right, you're not hitting this one. No. Yeah, it's different now.
And it's so crazy, and it's like, because I have this group that I'm in, and the guys be talking about eating ass and shit.
Gosh,
and in the beginning, I remember like when the first time I heard about that, I was just like, what? And so, and there's, I had a friend that he was proud. He was like, yeah, I eat ass, and what's up?
Yeah,
and
that's
so
how
I was just like, you're so proud of it. And like now people talk about it like nothing.
People talk about it like nothing. I swear to God, certain things is just like, back in the days, yeah, we would be like, what?
Now right, I would never do that. Mm-hmm. And then it's just like, oh yeah, so I eat ass now.
Right, it was just a toss of salad. That's it. Now it's like more than just a toss of salad.
Life is crazy, but
it is.
Because I know, like, that always happens when I have my sessions with Janelle, when I have a Sazon session, where the topics go ring around the rosy type of thing.
Right, I'm funny. That's why this won't be the first or the last.
Right. And so, sometimes like I like certain people are like you should try to stay on, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Like we generally is not on purpose. I personally don't like to go by script because I like things to be raw.
Yeah.
Because
is the way.
yeah, like I don't want to stick to a script and then something comes in my mind. I was like, oh, I can't talk about it because it's not on the script. Right. So that's why, like I told you, and anybody else I do sessions with, I'm like, I go with the flow. Unless you tell me like, hey, let's not talk about this, then I'm respectful, and that's the only thing that I keep in mind, not to talk about certain thing that you tell me not to. Once somebody's like, no, we can do all raw, and I'm just like, okay, this is my kind of episode. Like, I can talk about anything. So, but I feel like either way, if we were all around everything, it still comes with the whole self-love thing. Yeah. Because even when we're just talking about body image, you have to love yourself. And so, because I remember like the picture I'm telling you about, I was skinny.
You look.
Listen, you can see my ribs of skinny.
We was definitely like kind of all like smaller.
I was super skinny.
Imagine me, I was like then, really super skinny, but back then, like really. And I didn't really
because in that picture, like, look at my arms. My arms are thin. My legs are thin. Yeah. But I still had boobs and I still had an ass.
It was always that for you, girl. You know. Like, Amanda, put that away. I'm like,
listen, all the time.
Give me some. Then we go to pool, and I'm like, oh no, we gotta cover up. You need a one piece. You need a cover up. You need the shower cap that I was telling you about that we hated.
Yeah, the shower cap.
Like, can you hold this so we can put it on?
Yo.
Oh my God.
Our eyebrows used to be like.
And then we gotta go. Well, all these boys be like.
It looks like we had some major Botox because
aliens.
Now they have so many things now, but back when we were kids, we had the with the latex shit that had everything like was just like, oh my God type of thing.
I'm shocked that these girls don't use it as when they put their lace front on, they put like a little shower cap, tight drawn on instead of a wig cap.
But shit.
That one left.
But yes, so I because I remember being that skinny and I used to hate seeing my ribs and I hated being big chested and having an ass, especially at the age that we were where the boys were just like going through their hormones and they were just addicted to the ass and the titties. So and that was another, and kind of still to this day, that's something that I deal with because it's just like, does this person like me because I have an ass and titties, or does this person genuinely love me for who I am? Yeah. And so it's also a problem because, we went through it when we were and because, you had boobies too. Yeah. And so it was always like, us three, they were always infatuated our boobs and, we were the prettiest girls to them. Yeah. And, because we were more social and everybody else was, they didn't even speak English. So it was just like, Mari and
we was all in all three high schools rolling like, we know this person.
And then I dated from our school and from like the school which
underneath
an asshole. Yeah, the school underneath us.
Oh my God.
But even outside, like I don't know if you remember Chaparis.
Why I feel like
she was in the first floor school with the gray and white uniform.
Sounds very, very familiar.
Because me and her used to live in the same building.
Okay.
So but one day, like she came up to me. She was like, because remember we were so addicted to Charm.
Oh my God, we was.
And you were Phoebe. No, Janari was Phoebe. Piper. You were Piper, and I was Prue, and then Prue died, and I became Paige. So this guy was looking for me because he wanted me, but of course he was older, and he was a drug dealer. So I told him my name was Paige. So he went into Chaparis because he knew we lived in the same building. He was like, "Yo, where's your homegirl Paige?" And she was like, "Paige? Like, who the hell is Paige?" So she went up to me. She said, "Did you tell this guy your name is Paige?" And I was like, "Yeah, please don't tell him my name. Like, I don't want him looking for me. Nothing." And then she was like, he was asking me, and I'm just like, "Who the hell is Paige?" I don't know if anybody else did that, but like, we were all about the grassy.
So
we all had each other. We had names for
each other. And I was talking about this the other day, because then they had like the whole new Charmed and stuff. And I'm like, that is not the original.
No, it's not. I'm not even interested because I heard it's
I'm not
not the
interested.
same.
Yeah, it's not the same, and they're different. They like it's different. Like everything is different.
Yeah, they're not even sisters.
Yeah,
They're
no.
like friends or something.
Yeah, I'm cool. It's not the same.
So I was just like, I was thinking about that. I was just like, yo, because we got into Degrassi because of Janeri.
Yeah.
And then she was, I forgot
Manny.
their names.
Yeah, she was Manny. I was like Emma. Oh my God, I was Emma. Now that I think about it, like dang, out of all of them, I'm Emma. Oh, you was Liberty. What's her name? Liberty.
Yes, I was Liberty.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's one.
But then the one that
great.
stuck more was the charm one.
You loved it, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say yeah. Unfortunately.
And so, but yeah, like I was just like, I don't want him finding me. And it's so crazy because when I moved from there, apparently he was like going crazy. And I think Janeri found out about it because he had a car. Because like I said, he was older.
Yeah, he was older, yeah.
And I think one day, like,
I remember this. Like, I definitely feel like
I don't know if it was you or it was her, but me and her were walking after school. And his car pulled up and I was like, oh no. And then I was with Neri because I remember the time I was like, if anything, like my name is Paige. He does not know my real name because he parked. He saw me, he pulled over, and I was like, oh fuck my life. And I was just like, and then I was like, yeah, this is my friend.
And we used to be over in what, that second Ave? We used to be up in the other.
No, First Ave.
First Ave, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, yeah, because then that corner store right there. Oh my God, yeah.
Listen, that area now is so different.
Yeah, because that was what the Wilson Projects is over there. And like I've been to New York a couple of more times, like lately than ever before, and I like it because it's actually bringing back my childhood memories. So when I go over there, I'm like, oh my God, look at this! Oh my God, look at that! I'm like, wow. It was. I was driving through the FDR. I'm like, oh my God, this is like a lot of memories. Like, high school right here on 120th, my elementary school over here. It was nice.
Yeah, where was it? I've been to like around my high school, and I'm just like, oh my God, it's so different there now. And then I still come to Spanish Harlem sometimes.
Yeah.
But there, like, I look at new restaurants the other day. I'm like, why couldn't this be here when we were in school? Because we would definitely be in there. Because remember, we would go to the Chinese spot and get fries.
Yeah.
That's back when fries were like $1.25.
Yo, that is
with some barbecue sauce.
Yo, and then oh my God, you talk about the barbecue sauce with the fries. I need to go back and have that because we do not over here in Philly do not have that barbecue sauce. That light red barbecue sauce. Yeah, do not have that. The Chinese store is like so different. It's totally different. It's like a regular grocery store a little bit because they have everything here. Anything, chips, candy, roll up, anything. Like, so it's very, very different.
Yeah, and you know what? This is also part of our growth because it's we were there for 2 years.
Yeah,
and the experiences that we had, and I just remembered something that we did.
Yo,
do you
from
remember
7th to 8th grade? Yeah, 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade.
Do you remember that we were trying to avoid Ortiz's class?
Oh my God, that was.
And I think that was the first time gel medicine came out, and either Janeri or you got us all Tylenol with the red gel, and we put that shit in our mouth and we bit it purposely to act like we were bleeding.
And we was oh my God, yes. Oh my God, Tito. Yo.
And she said, what is going on?
She was always Tito. Man, she's on. I don't know where she's at right now, but don't kill me. But it was like, oh, leprechaun.
Yeah, we called her leprechaun. And I don't remember. I think I was such in a bad mood. I don't know if we were mad at each other, but I was in a bad mood. And I kicked the table because she came towards me and she was asking me what's going on. I was like, leave me alone. And I was pissed. And I kicked the table. She go, what happened? You got to get through the table? And I didn't care. And I think she sent me to the office because I was being so rude.
Yo, we were so mean back then. Now that I'm thinking about it.
There were times that we were nice.
Yeah, there was times that we was nice. Because
I'm going to blame it on being a preteen and not understanding my emotions. Oh my God. But we've had some stories. I feel like we definitely need Janeri on.
we need her on.
And just
Like,
go down memory lane and, to speak about our future because, you got things popping. Janeri got things popping. She also got kids. She got a husband. She
yes.
can talk about that, being married with kids and
Right,
having a
because we
business
can't,
too.
relate to certain things.
Yes.
Mhm.
So, yes, we got to get Janeri on. After this,
Yes.
I'm making a group chat and I'm like, so.
When we gonna record? Yes, 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 yes.
So, yes, but I am so thankful that we finally did this.
Yes, me
And yes,
too.
it was around, ring around the rosy. Don't blame us. Listen, we've been friends for such a long time, and this is the first time that we actually got able to talk because we've
Yeah.
been on the girls' chat and we've been talking about like our own personal things that we've been
Yeah.
going through. But this is super fun, and I had
Yeah.
so much fun doing this.
Yes, like I was like, I have to. I don't care. I was like, no, no, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing, stop everything, and I have to do this. Like, we have to do this. Like, it's
Yes. And
listen.
definitely, of course, when I drop this, of course, I'm going to tag you.
Yeah.
And I will also put up your business. So if anybody's interested in looking at what she got, because I definitely got shirts from her, and I'm going to tell her that when I get a next shirt from her, I'm going to tell her put her business card in there so I can post it around.
Yes, yes. I'm working more on the marketing and stuff like that because again, I had like the other business which I have to like actually go in and explain a couple of things to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But right now it's just focusing on this right now and working on marketing and working on actually, growing that and see what this takes me. Life takes me talking. I don't know. Like I just feel like right now I'm on go. I don't want nothing. I cannot allow anything to stop me right now. Whatever God has planned for me, listen, I'm up and ready for it. And that's it. I feel like I gave too much time. Like, I'm sorry, but I gave, you guys don't know me yet, but listen, we'll probably talk about that next episode. Like, I gave so much years, like 12 years. And like you said, divorced at a young age. And thank God I didn't really was married. And I was just like engaged twice. But it's like, ugh, you just give up in certain things. But I can't. Like, I still have faith and love. That's in the future. But right now, I'm loving myself, making myself happy, and really take some time and just sitting with myself.
Yes,
Know what
girl.
makes me happy.
I'm so proud of you. But let everybody know where they can find you and find your stuff.
So again, Marisol, you can call me Madi, Barbie, whatever you feel comfortable. You can follow me at my personal page, which is I am _ Barbie1 or Barbie's _ custom _ corner. And yeah, shop online at barbiecustomcorner.com. And listen, send them emails. I do certain collabs with different brands. I do it all, pictures, whatever you need. Right now, I'm not going to tell you guys what I have in store, but there's many more coming. Again, life happens and I'm still moving forward. There's no rush. I'm taking step by step. Patience is the key and consistency, dedication is the key. So, girl, if you want to go ahead and go to the gym, whatever you want to do, like we was talking about, I don't want to put that out there because again, that's a little sneak peek for you guys from her. So we have a lot in store and we just have to keep on moving forward.
Listen, there's this one shirt that you have and I really wanted to get it, but I was just like, because of my career, I cannot wear that. But it was what was it? The single taken. I'm about to smoke this big fat blunt, and I was just like, yo.
Listen, it's okay. If you want me to like remove the about to smoke a blunt and put something else on there, I put it because I was gonna make a couple of other ones like all quarantined or like different other things so that. Again, that was for my 420 friendly because it was.
When I saw that shirt, April. I was sending it around like, bro, I need this shirt so bad.
That was like in April. That was selling like crazy. I'm like, wow. And listen, every color. I'm like, listen, this that shirt for the month. But now we're moving into this June 1st. This was meant to happen June 1st today. Pride is coming, so I'm excited. Yeah. And then we have the Puerto Rican Day Parade. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing with that, but I'm still celebrating because Boricua.
Are you making Boricua shirts?
Listen, I'm making Boricua shirts. I'm making, again, for that pop-up, I'm going to also update the website for certain things, change it up, red, white, and blue, and all the colorfulness. I can't wait. So there's some stuff in store. Again, I'm going to just be going on vacation, taking some time for myself for a week with my family, my girls, and getting back and getting to work. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait to get back so I can start work. But until for the next 2 days, I'll be in here working between that, packing and stuff like that. And just, I'm excited. I can't wait to this drop. People's gonna be excited because, again, we have so much to talk about, and you already know. I already share your stuff. Go
Yes.
go listen to that, because you be dropping some gems. I'll be like,
thank you.
She went to the T. This is definitely raw.
Yeah, that's why it's called Sazon Talk.
Yes,
because Sazon, definitely... you got different spices up in there,
girl. That's Sazon con adobo.
Yes. But thank you so much for joining me. Once again, her pop-up shop is going to be June 13 at 12 to 5
in the Bronx. Cyprus.
I will post the flyer because we support each other. And if you're around and you're available, go support my girl.
Go pop up.
So, all right, guys, thank you for joining and thank you for tuning in. Yes, bye. Yes.